As Joseline Hernandez moved back and forth in her opulent but empty mansion, the city's bright lights flickered, casting an eerie glow across the skyline. She had a career, a daughter, and a man whom had supported her through thick and thin, and everything appeared to be going well only a few days prior. Nothing could cheer her up tonight, even if her living room was filled with pricey furnishings and artwork that proved her accomplishment. Her life had been utterly upended by the information she had just received, and her mind was racing with a million ideas, each one more sinister than the last. Always supportive, whether it's through music making or posting tidbits of their private lives on social media, their relationship was anything but ideal, despite their love for one another. Nothing could have prepared her for the shocking news, even if there had been whispers of friction and misgivings about their relationship. As she had done countless times before, Joseline was browsing through her phone late one evening when a text message appeared that completely stopped her in her tracks. Not Ballistic, a friend, or an anonymous source, just the heartbreaking truth about Ballistics. A younger girlfriend was expecting a child. No matter how many times she read the words, her hands trembled as though she could somehow make them vanish. But the terrible reality stayed the same. She fell into a deep depression at the thought of her partner getting another woman pregnant by a younger person, someone she didn't even know existed. The lies that had grown between them and the idea that he had concealed this from her made the betrayal feel like a stab to the gut. The other woman wasn't the only one. As a woman, Joseline had always valued honesty, loyalty, and respect. How could he have betrayed these qualities? The revelation destroyed her perception of their relationship. The only sound in the night was the terror of her own breathing, and she could feel the anger building inside her chest, a rage she hadn't felt in a long time. Her mind was filled with pictures of confrontation, the chaos she would create, the profanities she would throw at him, and making him pay. She wasn't just a youngster. Her emotions, trust, and dignity were all violated. As the hours went by, her rage only grew worse, and she made cryptic, almost shouting, comments on social media. Something deep inside her had been sparked by the betrayal, and she lost emotional control as a result of the internal tempest she was battling. In the quiet of her home, she sat on her plush sofa and stared at the phone she was holding, as if phoning him would somehow clarify things. But it wouldn't. She would be more direct and aggressive tonight, but she had always been loud and unafraid to voice her ideas. When she eventually pushed send and connected with him on the other end of the line, her hands trembled violently in her breast. Ballistic's voice sounded far away, as if he was unaware of the storm that was building on them. He was slow to answer, but his words did little to calm the seething inside her. He tried to explain himself and apologize, but Joseline was unintelligible. The secrets, the lies, and the treachery were too much for her to bear. When she finally heard his voice, it was like a slap to her already broken heart. "How could you do this to me?" she yelled before he could say another word. Ballistic's voice was shaking with anger and hurt after everything we've been through together and everything I've done for you. She witnessed the future they had once planned together disintegrate before her eyes as the call came to an end, and the betrayal was more than just an error. The life of this infant, who was always playing games, had changed drastically. The woman who had formerly harbored strong feelings for him was now forced to face the depressing reality that, despite the end of their relationship, the damage would not be undone. Now that the truth was out, Joseline leaned back, feeling as though everything had fallen apart and that there was no way out.
She smells like mom water. I'm saying on the situation. Okay, so I'm gonna fill you guys in on that, whether they like it or not, because I just think this is necessary. Y'all notice I didn't say too much. You know, when my money be on the line, I know how to hold water. Okay, when my money be on the line, I know that's when I know how to hold water. If you don't want me to tell your business, you need to give me a check and tell me, don't tell my business. Okay, so what had happened was I hit a soft spot unintentionally, I hit a soft spot because I thought she was adorable, and it's just a ball of fun at the beginning. I didn't have nothing against her, but if you pay attention, she was throwing like little subliminals. I don't like people to do me too much like that. I don't know how to be quiet and be like, I don't know how to be fake. What are you talking about? So she didn't like that I hit a soft spot because she said something about the baddies, and they didn't put it in there because I guess that's what she wanted. But if she should have let the whole thing play out, and it made it look like I just came for her, but no, she got mad about the baddies or tried to put them down in some way. And it wasn't in there at all. I had so many people that was on set with me who said, "What happened to that part? That's the part that made y'all go left." And so yeah, she must have said, "I see it. Take my down." But anyway, that's what happened when you got a little bit of stake in the company. That's okay. I respect that. Your underarms thing, I just enjoy. And I told her that, but they ain't put that on there either. But that's just what it was. Her, that's her network. I get it. In a couple years after I've been there for a while, maybe. I don't care. Stop.
The lives of Joseline Hernandez and her fiancé, Ballistic Beats, better known as Robin and Duma, are becoming more and more turbulent and full of drama. According to the latest rumors, Ballistic broke up with Joseline and is dating someone else. Ballistic isn't keeping his reasons for splitting up a secret, which makes the plot surprise all the more intriguing. According to reports, he chastised Joseline for being unclean and, to put it frankly, unsanitary. The truth of these claims is uncertain, but Joseline's cleanliness has garnered media attention in the past. In fact, other people, including Carissa, have previously made the same accusations against her. Being dumped over anything like that is difficult to accept. The drama in this story is so compelling that we will watch it unfold.
Smells like mop water.
Everything seemed picture perfect when Ballistic and Joseline joined Instagram in April 2019. Together with making songs, Joseline participated in reality TV shows including Joseline's Cabaret, Marriage Boot Camp, and Love and Hip Hop Miami. Ballistic is a talented producer of music. By September of the same year, they were engaged, and in a heartfelt birthday message, she promised love, fidelity, and everything in between. However, things have become worse, so wait. Ballistic is allegedly moving on and revealing Joseline's personal issues after a sharp decline in quality. Regardless of the truth of these hygiene accusations, the breakup has drawn attention. And let's face it, Joseline needs to clean up both literally and figuratively. Furthermore, anyone who believes they can approach Joseline and get away with it must be living under a rock, because everyone, even their mother, knows that she doesn't play CIS and that she will quickly throw hands if you even breathe in an inappropriate manner at her. The same Carlos honestly believes she could get away with smearing Joseline's personal decency. Even more absurd is the fact that Carissa isn't the first to disclose Joseline's alleged funk. Joseline was accosted by armed police officers, yet she lived to tell her story. That kind of enthusiasm is what we're here for right now. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Carissa was justified in being messy, but Joseline would want to think about other options rather than complying with every recommendation regarding Miss Joseline's fragrance problem. Let's face it, no two people can be telling the same thing. Let's act like this is all stanky. The story began a few days ago when Joseline was a guest on Tokyo Tony Tiame's Anti-podcast. It turned out to be Carissa herself. As soon as Joseline stepped into the air, you could feel the tension building like a pot on the verge of boiling, and Joseline wasn't holding back. Sis came out in full force, blaming Carissa for jealousy and labeling her a grumpy old lady because Joseline is at least 20 years younger than Carissa's dusty dreams and has receipts for days. Joseline, however, didn't stop there. Her boasting about making millions of dollars for Z's network and promoting young women while Carissa's son is incarcerated is a terrible insult. And the true twist came next. This showdown is just getting started, and I'm excited to watch how it plays out. Joseline pointed out Carissa's bad breath and her lack of clothing and then twisted the knife to save her life. But Carissa sat there taking it all on the chin like a veteran, not even flinching or moving.
We too put it that way. Right. That's respect people's boundaries and right. And that's what I'm saying. People need to learn how to respect each other. It's okay, y'all the aunties and the teens. You came out here respectable. I was respected. You to come out here like, oh, ready on. Go. I brought y'all flowers. Right. I brought you a gift, and then you got this crusty old lady sitting up here talking. Hold on, T. Come on, auntie. Hold on. She's very disrespectful. I came out here with gifts. I haven't even gave y'all the gifts I brought you. I came out here with flowers. I'm congratulating you. Thank you for having me. You know how much money I made Sue's network? Do you know I was outside of your daughter, I was the only other one having me. She didn't do it. But go ahead. And your show, obviously, like, come on, like, she can't talk to me like that. And we respect. And this is the thing. And this is the thing. I've done a lot in the industry. We ain't never heard of her doing nothing. She's sitting up here jealous. She's sitting up here jealous of a younger. I'm 20 years your junior. Relax. 30. Relax. Why you doing all of that? Sip the tea and keep it cute. Because one thing about me, I'm respectful. I give young ladies opportunity. I didn't have nobody to telling me how to do, what to do. I put my ladies to work. They go on a successful tour. My bitches go on a successful tour every season after we coach. Because this is every successful. We got packed shows. They're sitting up here talking to a queen. You is a peasant to me. Why did you like a speck in the air to me? Why did you in my face, talking in my face with your stanky breath? Your breath smell like this. Go brush your teeth and your tongue. Damn. And you sit up here looking raggedy. Why y'all let this nasty up here with the outfit on? Y'all look good. Y'all got stylish. And y'all let y'all friends sit up here looking like stylish. I don't right. As a friend. Well, I tell you what. If you are going to but I did give her outfit before. Well, if you don't want people to come here and have a good time, she needs to understand that it's boundaries to be set. You cannot just have a fun time. This is tea. You sitting up here trying to.
My dear, despite her embarrassment, Carissa refused to let Joseline decide everything. Carlosa went live on Instagram a few days after that questionable interview went viral, and well, she had a lot to say. She found her voice on camera, but she lacked the courage to speak directly to Joel during the interview. According to Carlos Let It All Hang Out, Joseline had a funky coup and disclosed that she had compelled the filmmakers to remove some scenes. Carissa claimed that there was a peculiar odor in the air when she first walked into the room. After a minute, it was evident that the odor was coming directly from Joseline's privates, despite everyone initially thinking it was one of the cameramen who just didn't understand what soap was. As the drama intensifies, grab some popcorn because the shade was real, and you know this story isn't finished yet.
So I'm going to fill you guys in on that, whether they like it or not, because I just think it's necessary. Y'all notice I didn't say too much. You know, when my money be on the line, I know how to hold water. Okay? When my money be on the line, I know that's when I know how to hold water. If you don't want me to tell your business, you need to give me a check and tell me, don't tell my business. Okay? So what had happened was, I hit a soft spot. Unintentionally, I hit a soft spot because I thought she was adorable, you know, and just a ball of fun at the beginning. I didn't have nothing against her, but if you pay attention, she was throwing like little subliminals. I don't like people to do me too much like that. I don't know how to be quiet and be like, I don't know how to be fake. What is you talking about? So she didn't like that I hit a soft spot because she said something about the baddies, and they didn't put it in there because I guess that's what she wanted. She should have let the whole thing play out, and it made it look like I just came for her, but no, she got mad about the baddies or tried to put them down in some way, and it wasn't in there at all. I had so many people that was on set with me who said, what happened to that part? That's the part that made y'all go left. And so yeah, she must say, I see it, take my down. But anyway, that's, you know, what happened when you got, you know, a little bit of stake in the company. That's okay. I respect that. Your underarms thing, I just did your stick, and I told her that, but they ain't put that on there either. But that's just what it was. Her, you know, that's her network. I get it. A couple years after I've been there for a while, maybe we could play the real. I said, my Lord, ain't nobody this damn fine smell this funky. I had to myself like, oh, come on, baby. It's a whole lot of men in here. Everybody think it's looking at each other. It's her act. Tia smelled. We all smelled her. We thought it was Tokyo, but it was Tia. Because Tokyo don't look like she goes to the dentist, and I never ever. Okay, I don't know. Nobody said that. She's never been to the dentist. I bet you if we ask her dentist, she gonna tell you right now. I'll lie. It ain't no dentist available. Girl, yeah, Jocelyn gonna try to say my breath stink, knowing that was her underarm. And if your underarm stinks.
Naturally, this created a sensation in the streets, with many people suggesting that Carissa should have remained as passionate when seated across from Joseline rather than waiting to become famous online. Joseline will tell you that she doesn't wear deodorant for environmental reasons, so noting and thinking you embarrassed her because she already knows, a person stated. Another said, if you've ever been around Joseline, you know this, but it's not tea. Carissa and I watched the episode's replay. Hold on, this drama train had no stop in sight. After quickly reminding everyone that Joseline had been accused of having a little strange scent before, they began removing her once more. Instead of blaming everyone, they recommended that Joseline look into some personal care tips. Carissa was blanking and looked like something weird. Carlos was talking about Joseline's minor funk issue, so she went all out and jumped into the comments, accusing her of having a BBL on top of everything else. Girl, haven't you had enough? Is one example. They're getting these BBLs and forgetting they hold fun the first time, Carlos remarked, in an effort to draw attention to the drama and make the situation as messy as possible. Joseline's reported sanitary problems took to the streets in 2017 when she and Kay were at disagreements. Michelle Joseline chose to get personal while in her petty bag by bringing up the unpleasant incident in which rapper Uncle Murda claimed that K. Michelle was experiencing a stank condition. In order to address the stink, Joseline went into excellent detail regarding Dur-Ar and possible home treatments for K. Michelle.
You ever heard of that? You ever heard of this right here? Right here? That's what you did right there. Just that. And we resources 28 days. You can get that.